Let me ask you a real question. Are you spiritually unhealthy? I'm not talking about whether you go to church or read your Bible occasionally. I'm talking about whether your soul is constantly tired, whether your peace is leaking, whether you're living on spiritual fumes and don't even know why. If that's you, keep watching. This might just be the reset your spirit's been crying out for. There was a woman who bought a brand new smartphone. Everything worked fine, except the battery died before noon every single day. She took it back thinking it was defective, but the tech told her, "Your phone's fine, it's all the apps running in the background." She deleted some stuff, it got better, but weeks later, it happened again. Turns out she was using cheap chargers. The tech told her, "Your phone's powerful, but you're plugging into weak sources. Just because it connects to you doesn't mean it was designed to power you." Let that sit with you for a second. Family, some of us are wondering why we feel stuck, why we're not growing, why we feel tired even after Sunday service. And the issue isn't God being silent. It's the background noise draining us. Let's talk about the signs of spiritual unhealthiness and how to heal for real. Point number 1, you can't fix what you haven't diagnosed. Luke 13 talks about a tree that wasn't producing fruit. And before they cut it down, the gardener says, "Let me dig around it first." That's what God does. He doesn't just remove symptoms. He digs. He exposes roots. He shows you the why. Ask yourself, what's been quietly draining me? What environments do I sit in that leave me numb instead of nourished, anxious instead of peaceful? If we don't ask these questions, we'll keep praying for healing, but never changing what made us sick. Point number 2, patterns tell the truth. It's not just what happened to us, it's what we keep doing that hurts us. You ever find yourself going back to people who drain you, justifying toxic music, shows, or conversations because they're not that bad? We plug into things that feed our flesh but starve our spirit. Spiritual sickness often starts with subtle compromise. Point number 3, sometimes healing requires a new road. And let me be real, I was a corrections officer. After an injury and some paperwork issues, I got suspended. I was devastated, but deeper than the anger, I was confused because my identity was tied to that uniform, and when I lost it, I didn't know who I was. It took that loss for me to discover what was leaking my purpose. I eventually walked away from that position and even left the church I was attending. Not because people were evil, but because I was being fed the wrong diet for the calling on my life. New health requires new roots, new outlooks, new relationships. Can I ask you something personal? Are you blaming God for the delay when it's really dysfunction that's been left unchecked? Are you plugging into chargers that weren't meant to fuel you? Listen, being saved doesn't mean you're not stuck. Being healed doesn't mean you're no longer vulnerable. Sometimes God doesn't answer with a miracle, He answers with a mirror. And that mirror is for you to see yourself clearly. If this spoke to you today, let me know in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, this is the Everyday Believers Network, where we help you to trust God with your everyday. Thanks for watching.